everybody, I'm Nicole with HelpMamaRemote.com and SplitFibernality.com, and I've been a little creative over the weekend, just doing a lot of stuff, and I wanted to start making some decorations for spring, the Easter and things like that. So I just wanted to show you what I came up with. What I made here is a tassel. I really like tassels, especially when they're elegant. You can hang them on your china cabinet knob and things like that. Anything that has a knob or a handle, I put it on my I have this little clock that I hang it on. But this is what I made, a tassel, and what I made it with, this here rabbit came from the dollar store, and what he is just like one of those little statues, that you sit. And I was looking at the dollar store, I'm like, okay, what could I use, which one of the little figurines. He's like made out like a plastic. I'm sure he or she can still break because it's like a hard plastic. So what I did was I got this, and I've had this for years. He used to make dance garments with them and things like that. So I used this and I cut it into strips, which you can see right here, and I just folded it up and glued it. Used the hot glue gun and fold it there. And I also used the pink ribbon that I have right here. I cut it as well, pretty much the same length. I didn't measure, I just measured it up to another piece of ribbon. Just cut a whole bunch of little strips so it'll be nice and full. So I did that, glued it under there, and I alternated it, and then I also put like a few more per piece. So probably for every piece of little sheer fabric here, I may have put like 3-4 pieces of ribbon. Okay. Then I also had some of this. I have like a whole bunch of this. I brought, like I say, from this Dan's store. It, like it was on clearance, and it came in a real big roll. So I had some of this left, and what I like about it is, since it shimmers, pretty much any fabric you put it up to, it's gonna like reflect that color. So I just took, how many pieces? Like 3 pieces of the strips, and I cut it the same way, and I glued it up in there as well. So have a little, glimmer as it, moves around. And after I put, all the pieces, I took another piece of this sheer and wrapped it around so it'll cover any imperfections and things like that. And I had a couple bows, put 2 bows here, and then I brought out the green. I have some green here, I have some green in the little ornament or figurine, and I put some green buttons, glued some green buttons. Now, I was looking for some little screw things, I don't know what you call them, but you screw it in, and it has like a little hook that you could take it through. I was looking for them, I don't know where I put them. I know I had some around here somewhere, but I couldn't find them. So I have bought a new set of screws yesterday, and this little thing came in there. It goes into, you nail it into the wall, and you can hang a picture or something on it. So what I did, I just took this and glued it to the back. Maybe next time, like I say, when I make another one, I'll make sure I have the little piece so it'll look a little bit crisp, clean, nice and neat and stuff. So I just glued it to the back, and I took the same ribbon here and looped it so it can hang. And now what I do, like I say, I hang it on a clock, or I want to make a few more so I can replace the tassel that I have on my china cabinet, and maybe like a couple other places. I think they're cute because they're the unexpected, and since I made this, I had only made like a couple before, but it didn't have anything to do with the holiday or anything. So I think I'm going to start making more of them based on the holiday and the season to add a little, a little extra pizzazz to the decor when you're changing out the decor. And since it's spring, I think all of us are ready for spring, and we're ready for the weather to break. It just adds a little color and spice. Because any other time I'm thinking, okay, I don't have anything pink in my house, but as long as I'm adding this extra little touch during the holiday season, I'm going to change it out later. It's pretty cute, adds a little touch to it. So just wanted to show you what I was making. This is one thing. My little rabbit tassel. I don't have a name for her. So here she is. This is I made this wreath here, and what I had was, I've never ever had like an Easter wreath. I've never even like had any like decor in my house for Easter, the holiday. So making the little things for Easter, add a little some extra. Might make a few things this year, next year add some more and put in another room. But anyway, so I had this one of those, like, it's a wreath under here that I had, and I would use it like for spring or fall, and I would just add a little other stuff to it, but never anything really that made it look like pop, look really good. So what I did was took the old wreath that I had, and it's like the twig wreath, I don't know what you call it, right? But anyway, I took that, and this here, the toile, I think that's how you call it, toile, which you can get some toile like this from Walmart on a roll, and they had different colors. This, I didn't use this, it's not pink, but what I got the toile from was my daughter's, her 8th grade dinner dance dress. She had a dress we bought her for 8th grade dinner dance, and their dinner dance, they really kind of treat it like a prom, similar, but without a date. Some rent limos and things like that, but she had a really pretty dress. With her playing basketball, she lost a lot of weight. She probably lost like 30 pounds. She can't fit the dress anymore, and she, of course, swore never to wear it again. And so instead of just letting it go to waste, I took the fabric and cut it up. I'm going to make some pillows, which will add some my spring, you know, like Easter decor, and because it's like turquoise and brown. So anyway, up under the dress is toile to give it like the fluff. So I took the toile and I cut it into strips. Pretty much strips like the way I cut for my tassel. I just took the toile and cut it into strips, and I tied it in like a knot. And when you tie it into a knot, it really like fluffs out. Or even if you don't tie it into a knot, there's some places where I didn't tie it into a knot. I just tied it, and it gave it a little flair. So I just tied a whole bunch of little strips around it, and areas where I could still see the wreath, like I had little pieces of pieces left, I would just tuck them in. When you tuck them in, they like stick out, you know, so I just wanted to cover it. Also, what I did, this here wreath with the egg in the middle, they had them at Target. You know how you have Target in the area you walk in, when you first walk in, they have the dollar section. So this little wreath, it's a small wreath here, it was $2.50. And I bought it, and when I brought it home, I'm like, okay, maybe I can add it to this. So that's what I did. After I put all the toile around the wreath, I took this wreath and placed it in the middle. Turn it around, and if you look here in the back, I took the toile and looped it into the small wreath to tie it in place so it won't move. So that's how I tied that. And then I just took a piece of my ribbon, large ribbon, pink ribbon at the top side, so I could hook it on the door, if you're going to hook it on a door. But I hooked it on like the mirror. When you first walk into my house, I have a mirror, so I just hooked it onto the mirror, give it a nice little reflection, add a little bit more spice. These here were eggs that I bought from the dollar store, and they come in a little pack of like 12 eggs, and I just took the eggs and hot glued them on here and took some ribbon. I don't know what you call this ribbon, but this ribbon is, if you take the scissors and smooth it, it'll curl up. So I just put a few pieces there just to add a little touch to it. So here is my Easter wreath that I made this week. What you think? This is the other thing here that I did. I hope I'm getting the whole view. If you're not getting the whole view now, I'll make sure I have some pictures of the whole view at the end of the video. But this here was a topiary that I bought at a garage sale a couple years ago. And I never, the way it was decorated, it looked like it was for Christmas. They had like some red stuff and poinsettia stuff, you know, there's like a lot of little stuff around it. But I never really used it for my Christmas decor, because I have like a lot of stuff for Christmas and it just didn't fit. So when I started doing, you know, things for Easter, I'm like, okay, I took off all the stuff, and I might still add some more things to this. I'm just trying to like flow with it as it goes. I just left it alone right now, so I won't do anything, mess it up, and it's ugly. But I think she's really cute. What I did, I got the little eggs from the dollar store, and each topiary, I needed like 6 bags of these eggs, like 12 eggs come in a bag. Of course, if you were to do something like this, if you wanted to fill them in a little more, you know, fill them all the way, and then you'll of course need more bags, 12 bags, I don't know, 15 bags or something like that. But I just kept it with 6 bags, and I just glued them randomly around. If I saw a place that looked like it needed an egg, I put it in here. I wanted to put some buttons on it, but my kids were like, leave it alone. I might still do them later, but then, you know, I don't want to, like I say, mess it up. If I'm thinking about it, maybe I shouldn't do it. So anyway, I glued them on each topiary, and then I took some pink ribbon and the green ribbon, and I first wrapped the ribbon around the stick, you know, like the little post here, and after I wrapped it around, glued it, then I took another piece of ribbon and I tied a bow, and did the same thing here. Took a ribbon, wrapped it around, took the another piece of ribbon, tied a bow, and I had some of this, left over from some I got a long time ago, and I just stuffed it in here. This part not, like I say, totally finished yet. See what if I'm gonna just add some moss, don't know. And then I did the other one. So I think they're really cute. I put them on my fireplace, and I think they add just a nice color touch, something different, you know, for Easter holiday decor, instead of just the plain green topiary. So here we go. What you think? Thanks for stopping by HelpMomRemote.com and SleepFibernality.com. Bye bye.